Okay, all right. Well, shoot. You ain't got to threaten me to have a good time. Let's go. All right. So starting off, we're gonna get more into this deeper as I go, but this is just to get everything going. I'm waiting for everybody to join up and then sign in. We'll go over a couple of different strategies that y'all can start thinking about when you're making that transition to 100% crypto. Because as I said before, I don't understand why anybody would still be using a bank account at this moment. Like, what is the real purpose that you have for a bank account? They're not giving you no return on your investment, so you don't get any interest anymore. We are at zero interest in any United States bank there is. If you're holding less than $2,000 into your savings account, you're not getting anything for that. Why continue to do that when you could be holding DAI in your wallet and you can make money the entire time you're holding DAI? Matter of fact, you can hold it in the wallet where you keep the keys. So let me check it out real quick. Exodus wallet. I want to see what they're paying. I know for Atom, they're giving like 8.7 APY for now just to stake your Atom. And that's a coin that hasn't really had a lot of volatility going into it. It's been pretty standard. So it's a good coin right now. If you ask me, what would be a decent coin to start using as a savings account? Atom and what's DAI. DAI is just like a stable coin, so it doesn't go up or down, it doesn't go left or right. It's always going to be the same. The only thing that you're going to get is interest on it. I'm putting up my wallet right now so I can see how much interest. So I don't lead you astray. Last I checked, it was like 3.42. But again, even that's better than zero interest at a bank. Oh, just made some money. That's always a good. And that's a great thing about being a miner, guys. Also, anybody got a GPU and you're not working it, then I don't know why. If you got a GPU in your computer, if you got a graphics card, a decent sized graphic card in your computer, you can go ahead and put that thing to work for you and start making money. Right? Okay. Still looking to see how much DAI I get. It don't say it just off the back. It might say it on my phone. Let me see. Again, I'm just trying to see how much of a reward you get for staking DAI using the Exodus wallet. You can do this both with Exodus wallet and your Atomic wallet. Those are our main two wallets that we use here. Dealing with coins, when we're talking about dealing with tokens, we're going to be more so into MetaMask, or I love to use my Ledger. All right. So for Atom, you get 8.37 APY returns right now for staking your Atom. If you stake it inside of your Exodus wallet, you get 5.72 APY for Tezos, and that's a good one. You're going to see that you get to pay me like almost every single day if you staking Tezos. Now, Tezos have been losing value as a coin, but you're still going to be getting more coins as you go. So with this mindset that I'm going to hold this for a year, it's still a good project if you ask me. Tezos, and that's what I'm going to get into today also, is when we talk about buying a coin, don't just buy a coin because he says so or she says so, that person says so. Make sure that you following up with that coin and you're really looking to see what that coin has to offer. And who's behind the coin, who's dealing the coin, who's selling the coin. All that matters when it comes into buying a coin, because don't give up just because you don't see the profit you're looking for, in a couple of months or so. Sometimes it might take a little bit of while. Like we got right now with LTC. LTC is still one of my top coins. But this has been a bad year for any LTC person. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We dropped down to that $33 and we ain't rose back up to $90 since. We just been hovering around $40, $50, $60. But anybody that didn't really looked at the project, you would know why. LTC isn't getting pushed in most places right now. They come up with so much competition that there's other coins that's gonna come out and outshine LTC. So things like that is what you want to do, and keep in mind when you're looking into projects. Stay on your project. One of my top projects I still talk about to this day is Pundi X. You know what I mean? And I'm still in love with Pundi X in the project and what it has, because I know what they're offering and what they're going to provide. It makes sense to be long-term bullish on Pundi X, even if the technical is showing you that right now. Just because of what they had to offer, the fundamentals behind Pundi X means, like, for me, I don't know, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not going to tell y'all what to buy, but for me, it shows me more and more reason to stay a customer of Pundi X, because they're going to take over. So many people need that service. All right, so that's about 5 minutes I done given for everybody to come in. We got us a nice crowd now. What do y'all think, Miss Daz, Brother Michael? Should we be getting started now? All right, well, Brother Mike, I'll let you go ahead and start it off. Take it away.
Okay. So when it comes to trading, I was trying to get my laptop loaded up, so I'm using the phone. I'm on the phone right now. But when it comes to trading or investing, it's all really about your mindset. If you're going to be successful or not, everything starts with your mindset. So what I like to do is go over some key factors to master your mindset. The first one is you got to know that anything could happen at any given moment. So just detach yourself away from the result and just know that anything can happen at any given moment. Second one is every moment is unique. So in other words, there's no two times in the market where the same two people are buying and selling against each other. Because every time you buy or sell, you got to remember somebody is on the other side pulling that opposite trigger. So number three, it's all about a random distribution between wins and losses. Can you mute your mic, please, Mike? Is that, can you do that word?
Yeah, you good, Mike. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you mute your own mic too, Mike. I think Dad muted too many people. Your mic is off, Mike. Hey, Mike, your microphone is off right now, brother. All right, we have a little technical difficulties. Sorry about that, guys. Let's give a second for Brother Michael to come back, and he's gonna finish explaining to us those 7 keys. Because starting off, with anything dealing with this whole entrepreneurship type of style, it's mindset. So you got to get your mind together. Without that, it's gonna be hard to trade regardless. I don't care how profitable you've been in the past. Until you get your mind together and wrapped around being a trader, it's gonna be hard to maintain those profits. And yeah, Brother Mike gonna give a couple of rules to pay attention to. I think maybe he fell off for right now. His camera went out. So, with that being dead for the moment, is there any questions anybody have to ask or would like to see during this video? I'll make sure I put that in my notes.
I thought you never asked. So
there we go.
So the Atari coin, have they posted what it's worth right now? Have you got anything back on that one?
Jump straight in with the Atari coin. Great question. And I'm fishing, again, I'm gonna get back to the response to this. I'm gonna be ending everything this evening, so I would respond to that question. Then I'm look into it right now while we're talking about it. Just giving Brother Mike a couple of more minutes to come back and finish off with his motivation, and then Ms. Dash is gonna, talk to y'all about accumulation. But I'm looking up your Atari token right now. Any other questions? Or anything y'all like?
What y'all hearing about Muncher DAO?
Oh, Muncher DAO. Hey, that's a good one. Muncher DAO is already looking to get more attention to it. I'm heavily involved with anything doing with Polkadot because I believe that Polkadot just came out and gave us that little brief preview of what it's going to do, and it's going to really hit us with a bang soon to come. But at the moment, looking at it and just scaling it from a technical analysis point of view, it's still on a downtrend. But anything when it's in a downtrend for me, that just means slow accumulation. I'm not finna just dive in and buy a whole Ethereum worth of it, but I will still buy $10, $20, $50 every week just to accumulate.
Yeah, I know they supposed to be dropping some Bondly tokens too. They did a snapshot around the 28, and they supposed to be doing they supposed to be giving away Bondly tokens and also quickly. I think quick or something like that.
Man, I'm glad you brought it up to my attention, brother. I'm going to write that down in a notepad. Make sure I come back and follow up with that. Because, yeah, Montreal is definitely on the charts to watch out for this year. Montreal. Yeah, put that in the notes and look it up earlier. Brother Mike, you back yet, sir? All right, so yeah, Brother Mike isn't back in the next 3 to 5 minutes. We're probably going to move forward with Ms. Dash section of things and come back to Brother Mike. Because, again, mindset is very important. Like, to me, the most important thing when it comes to trading, as a trader, I've been trading for about 3 years now, right? And I've had my wins. Hell, I've had my losses. Hell, I had enough of them where they just about equaled out. I'm probably more of a loser than a winner, to be honest, but I still been in the game. And one thing I would say that during this year, when I joined DCG, I got my mindset corrected. And I realized what I was doing wrong. I was treating trading like it was a hobby. You know, I'll wake up when I feel like it. I'll put it in a little code, trade something when I feel like it. I might see something one day. I might check the charts another day. But I wasn't treating it like a job. And I was getting those results as it just being a hobby. But if y'all doing this and y'all really want to make this your future, you want to make this to be your income, you're going to have to treat trading the same way you treat your job. That means you showed up on time every single day, right? Matter of fact, you was 15 minutes early to make sure you wasn't late. That same thing is going to have to be applied when it comes to trading. You know, if you
Mic check 1 2.
There we go. Brother's back. All right, cool. I'll just hold him up for you.
Okay, let me in on my laptop, Dad. Go ahead and wrap up what you were saying. I'm going to go ahead and take it from the top. Go ahead.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that was basically it. I was just trying to fill in the gap so we didn't have no just quietness going on in the group. But like I said, to be a profitable trader, you're going to first start off with your mindset. And that's what Brother Mike is supposed to start leading and talking to us about. But without getting your mindset correct and wrapped around what trading really is, it's a good chance you might not ever be profitable. It could just be a hobby for you, though. Hey, if that's what you want to do, and that's how you want to treat this, have fun, right? But if you're looking to really make this like, you know, a job and have a profitable income coming from it, you're going to have to really get your mind wrapped around it that this is a job and that this needs you to take it just that serious. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to developing your time, your schedule around it, you want to do just that. Really give the time frame that you need to be in the market and try to get you a similar time frame every time you get in the market, because you're going to notice the market moves in cycles. Certain things you're going to see at the same time every single day. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Be bullish at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock every single day, whether it's in the uptrend, downtrend, sideways trading, it doesn't matter. At 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I'm not saying that. Y'all don't quote me on this. I'm just saying, though, there are cycles. And if the cycle is like that, 2 o'clock is bullish for Bitcoin, then you can really live off of that trade alone. But to get there, your mindset has to be set that this is a real job and that you need to attend it accordingly. You know, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close out and let Brother Michael go ahead and finish what he was talking about.
Okay, so go ahead.
Before you start,
Go ahead, Kristen.
can somebody drop an ideal beginner schedule for me? Because you know, can I get that, please? Just an ideal, you know, set me up.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm gonna get with Ms. Daz and we're gonna create something like that to drop in the crypto land for you.
Thank y'all. Go ahead, Michael. Thank you. I mean, Mike.
All right, you good. So, all right. So we're gonna start off with these. I'm gonna do 5 and 7. The first one is 5 factors to mastery of the mind, and then the next group is gonna be 7 principles of consistency. So the first 5 is gonna be factors to mastery of the mind. So you can use this in your life as well as in trading or investing, right? So the first thing you got to know is that anything could happen at any given moment. We have no control over the market, right? I'm gonna try to be quick because I already wasted time. So number 2, every moment is unique. Every moment is unique. In other words, there's no 2 times in the market where the same 2 people are buying and selling against each other. That's just not gonna happen. Too many people in the market, right? So every moment in the market is unique. The third factor is random distribution between wins and losses in any given set of variables that define an edge, right? It's a random distribution between wins and losses in any given set of variables that define an edge. That's all the market is. That's how you shift your mindset from using emotions and trading, with the system or investing with the system. Number 4, you don't have to know what's going to happen next to create consistent results. I'll repeat that. You don't have to know what's going to happen next to create consistent results. You just have to have a system that you know works and implement the system and move like a robot. You win, you lose, you draw, next trade, next investment. Keep it moving. No emotion. And number 5 is the formula to be successful is edge, risk, profits. You define your edge, define your risk, and then that's going to lead to your profits. As long as you have your system and your strategies in alignment. So we're going to go to the 7 principles of consistency. So you can use this term trader or investor interchangeably if, the term applies, whichever you do. So I'm going to say trader because that's how I wrote them. That's how I got these. So I'm going to pass them on the same way. For the first one, I am a consistently successful trader because I objectively define my edges. Repeat that. I am a consistently successful trader because I objectively define my edges. That means no emotion. Number 2, I predefine my risk in every trade. Repeat it. I predefine my risk in every trade. So you know where you're getting in at, where you're getting out at before you even pull the trigger. And when it comes to trading, I would have to tell you to use a stop loss, but you don't have to necessarily put it in the market if you're on the charts. But your risk is already predefined because you know if price goes to a certain level that you're out of that trade, regardless if you actually put the stop in the market or not. That's a whole nother conversation. Number 3, I completely accept that risk or I let go of that trade willingly. I completely accept that risk or I let go of that trade willingly. Again, you already predefined your risk. You got your system, your strategy. You trade like a robot, no emotion. Number 4, I act upon my edges without reservation or hesitation. I act upon my edges without reservation or hesitation. Again, you trade like a robot, no emotion. You become the signal. Number 5, I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. Number 6, I continually monitor my susceptibility to making errors. I continually monitor my susceptibility to making errors. Number 7, I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success and therefore never violate them. Number 7, I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success and therefore never violate them. I'm gonna say that one the 3rd time. I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success and therefore never violate them. So you see a lot of traders out there, they post those big old screenshots with them big old deposits, but they ain't posting those big losses, right? Because they're not consistent. They're not gonna show you that because they got you in under false pretenses, but that's a whole nother lie. We'll talk about that later. I don't want to run over kind of behind. So any questions on the mindset before we move on?
So basically, detachment from the emotional outcome of it will make you a successful trader. Detaching the emotions from the trades.
Well, I can't say it will make you that, but that will definitely put you on the right track because you cannot have emotions attached to your trade because fear and greed control the market. You have to have a plan and you have to stick to that plan. If you don't stick to that plan, 99 times out of 100, you're acting out of emotion. And it could work, you know what I'm saying? You can win big like that, but you can lose big like that. Trust me. I have countless accounts. I stopped counting how many accounts I've blown. Just like Brother Dennis said, I've been trading about 3 years. I finally made my first withdrawal about 3 months ago. Now I'm consistent. So now I can actually do what we're doing on this call and teach.
Right. Been trading a while. And I mean, I didn't hit big a couple of times, but it doesn't matter no matter how many, like he was saying, those private screens don't mean anything if you don't pull the money out. Right. I tell my horror story all the time. I turned $200 into $4,000 and I turned $4,000 into $80 before I ever took any money out.
Man, any more
So, yeah, any more questions? Because the mindset is where it's going to start at.
It's
What was number
80%,
six?
easy, 80, 90%, easy. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What was number 6?
I continually monitor my susceptibility to making errors. I continually monitor my susceptibility to making errors. In other words, you're always refining your trade, your habits, your style, what you see, what you don't see, what you like, what you don't like. Just always be getting better.
And I'm sorry. Hi, this is Wendy. Can you repeat when you said trade like a robot? You remove emotions, and I didn't catch all of that one. Can you repeat that one again, please?
I'm just saying you have to trade. You have to become the bot. You have to become the signal. Stop depending on signals and become the signal, and remove your emotions and fear, your fear and greed. You know, you got your confirmations. You jump in the trade. You pull the trigger. Win, lose, or draw. It's on to the next trade.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, so just to go a little bit further, instead of looking at trade for trade, being attached and married to the trade, oh, I thought I was right. I knew I was right. I should have did this. That trade didn't owe you shit. Excuse my language.
But that is so true.
Okay, so remove the emotion. Let's win.
I mean, especially you're a DCG member, so you kind of know when to go under that alligator, that it's time for us to be out of the trade. So you still holding it and it's under the water, that's emotion that's holding that trade for you, not you know.
Yeah,
yo,
and you get what you deserve. And you deserve to get bit. You deserve to get bit.
So, and I have done that before.
I bet. Yeah, because you was too busy thinking.
Before. Yes, I have done it. Yep. I take accountability. Yep, that was me.
Yeah, it's heavy. Like, the mindset is at least 80%, 90% of it to me. The skill is easy once you learn the skill.
And have that sticking to it. Because like I said, you got the gator. So you already knew when it went under that water that, oh, dang, this might be bearish now. But you still held on to it out of emotion saying, no, I think it's going to go up, though. I think the chart is showing me it's going to go up. I think that it's going to go up from here. And that's when you're ready to start losing. So we're going to work like robots, and we're going to give whatever the chart show us, especially for those of us that's, whether you with me and you learn the alligator or you get with Mike and you learn the cloud, we still got ways to tell you when to enter and exit or when to hold a trade. So whatever strategy you choose to run with, if this is a strategy you choose, stick to it. Whenever it goes against your confirmation, Get out of your trade. Don't let that emotion still hold you into it.
Exactly. And I got another nugget for y'all. Just hit me. So instead of look like I was saying, instead of going on a trade by trade basis, or I gotta win this trade, I gotta win this trade, start trading in sets of 10, right? And track your numbers. If you could, because you can actually lose 9 out of 10 trades and still be a profitable trader once you master your mindset. I'm gonna say that again because I don't think y'all really felt that. You can lose 9 out of 10 trades and still be a master trader if you master your mindset, because you cut your winners short and you let you lose your short and you let your winners run.
And something I would like to point out, especially to the DCG members that are here, y'all seen it before, how coach would call some calls and not all of them would just take off. But the 1 or 2 calls that do great, it makes up for all that. Like me, I only really invest $100 per call. So a couple of calls might go to $30, but that one call that took that $100 to $1,000 or $10,000, that made up for all the other 9 calls that's only got $20 left in their account. You know what I mean? So all it takes is that one good call.
Same principle, yeah. Any questions on the mindset? We can move on if y'all ready. I know I was behind.
You actually did great, brother. Like perfect timing and everything. So yeah, just to wrap up, any more questions? If there is no questions, then what we finna go into this next part is Queen Daz is finna teach us how to generate an income from our everyday usage of a computer. And some people might find this information more useful than others. You know, some of y'all do more than the others. You know, you might have a class that you're teaching. You might, you know, post some stuff that you wanted to get read and get paid for your posts. For example, those of y'all that are following me on Facebook, you probably notice I don't talk a lot about cryptocurrency anymore. And that's because Ms. Dash taught me about Publish Your X. I'm doing the exact same thing I was doing on Facebook, but I do it at Publish Your X and I get paid for it. You know, and I get the crowd that I'm looking for. People that go and read that text that was actually looking for cryptocurrency. I don't have the same old Facebook friends like, man, you still talking about that crypto stuff? Dang, bro, it ain't for everybody. Like, I still get that to this day. Yeah, friends, and I mean close friends, they'll tell me, man, you be pushing so hard on that Bitcoin stuff. You know, that Bitcoin stuff ain't for everybody. So it's like, for me, I lose interest in posting there. You know what I mean? I don't even want to post on Facebook no more. It's a waste of time for me when I know I got the type of people that not only are going to watch the post just because they watched it, read it, liked it. I done got paid for it. You know what I mean? Well, I waste my time with Facebook, but to, you know, not to take up too much of any more time, it's just stuff like that and even more than that. You know, some of y'all probably play video games still to this day. You can get paid just for being watched playing the video games. I'm not just talking about YouTube and YouTube followers. There are a couple of different avenues where you can use your everyday usage of your PC or your phone, and you can start being paid for it. So without holding you up too much longer, Ms. Daz, go ahead and tell them all about it.
All right, blessings. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sound good.
Yes.
Take it away, Queen.
Huh?
Take it away.
Okay.
Sound perfect.
So, passive income is income that requires little to no effort to earn or maintain. So when, I'm sorry, I'm over here messing with this waiting room too, guys. But when you think about that and you think about just what we already do on the internet, that's little to no effort because it's something that we are already doing. 1 second, guys.
Real quick, pat yourselves on the back, y'all. We got 40-something people on here, man. Y'all pat yourself on the back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you ain't here rocking with cryptopreneurs about to get some coins in your pocket on the free. Huh? Let me get a 7 in the chat if y'all like that. Okay, I see some 7s already. I love free money too. G-Shots in the building. You already know. You know we got to get up. Got a whole nother bag to run up. Hey, if y'all need some photography, definitely reach out to G Shots. Or if you like to drink, like those types of shots, reach out to G Shots in the chat, y'all. That's why it's good to catch these things live, man. Everybody who might see this on the replay. No, that's right. 7 for the bread. All that.
Well, I'm holding for right now. Any questions?
Somebody got to ask something.
All right, well, yeah, we're just getting everything together. Y'all gotta give us it's Sunday fun day, and our families don't be giving a damn if it's not on the chat and this parts and the talk. I know my family don't care. My wife just gotta take my kids and burn off with them just so they can get out of my home. Because they don't come in here regardless. They don't care about the little light outside, the little sign to say y'all don't disturb.
Please stand clear of the doorway. When the doorway is clear, we will continue our trip.
I thought she had something to say, but maybe she just unmuted by accident. But
I think so too.
yeah, I think what Dazzle handled when she.
All right, so I was here, y'all. I was just letting y'all roll out. So my bad, but we're talking about just what passive income is, and that's like I said, that's income that requires little to no effort to earn or maintain. And when you think about what you're already doing, we're talking about doing it in a different way. So if you use Google to look up stuff here and there on this chat, like I'm trying to get an idea of just the stuff everybody in here utilizes, type a 8 in the chat if you used Google before or use it currently to look up stuff.
Did you need me to screen share? Oh, you got it.
No, I got that. I'm letting my other screens load, so I just want to kind of get a feel for what we got going on so far before I get into the screen share. Okay, so pretty much everybody on here is familiar with Google. Okay, how many people use like Chrome, Explorer, the browsers? And then type your browser in the chat for me. I just want to see what browsers everybody's using around here. Okay. So what does is everybody on here on social media? If you're on social media, let me see you type an 8 in the chat. Okay, and then so my last question is, if you have a business or you provide goods and services to others, let me see you type a 7 in the chat. That's my last question before I jump into my screen share. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna get into how, like, to me, like the best way I can explain it is get paid regardless. This is stuff that we do on a daily. So it's just about knowing a different channel or avenue that you can do what you're already doing, what you're already used to doing, and accumulating assets along the way. And we were just talking about, consistency. So think about how many Google searches you've done in your lifetime. Think about how many hours you spend in Chrome or Safari or whatever it is that you're using. Think about your social media. You know how, like, on some of the social media platforms, you could go through and look at your screen time, like the amount of hours that you spend onto your social media. Think about all that time spent, and I say spent because um it's not for sure if you're gonna earn doing those activities. So, so it's spent. It's a hit or miss. But think about that amount of time that you could be invested in doing those same things, just a different way that could be accumulating assets along the way. Just think about that. If you think that sounds tight, like, let me see you type an 8 in the chat, please. So I'm before I get into like my show and tell, we got a hand raised. I'm actually trying to figure out how I see that. I saw it, but I don't know how to get to it. But I'm also raise your hand, or the person with your hand raised. Can you unmute your mic and ask your question? Because I can't see. Or not. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Let's start with just as simple as searching. So pre-search, let me jump on here. Now this is not even just counting, like, I like smart work, not hard work, for one. And if they're giving it away, I want some. Combining those, like, guys, I know over 60 something ways to get, free assets and just accumulate and acquire. So, like, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket and it can grow in value. So this is what I'm saying. You could just live your life and get biddies at the same time. Live your life, get biddies. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This kind of stuff makes me get real excited and I get real hyper. Let me bring it in. So, also, we're gonna put the Discord in the chat. If everybody could just join the Discord, and we'll make sure that all these links, all this stuff that we're talking about, becomes available to you. So, this is pre-search. So first, right off the bat, you can get 25 of the pre-search tokens just for switching your browser. And then every time you search, you're gonna be able to earn like 2.5 of this actual coin. So when you think about cryptocurrencies and just over the long haul, if you're already doing it, you might as well get some assets while you're doing it. That's tight. Like, I actually just cashed out. So you gotta, like, well, not cashed out, but like put it, like, removed it and then put it into the markets, but like exchanged it. But anyways, you have to get 1,000 pre-search tokens and then you can like withdraw it. So that's just one way that you could start developing your assets, Like, I like to minimize my risk, and then you could just, like, if these aren't the coins that you're vested in for the long haul, you can just swap them out, down the way. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's go over here to Brave. So if you guys don't know what data mining is, basically that's why all these platforms and services are given to us for free, because they're selling our data, meaning our habits, to be able to predict us, to turn us into buyers, like figuring out what's going to make us buy. It's all about what's going to make us buy and learning who we are. So They're not giving you any of that money. They're counting on you to spend your money. So Brave basically says we're gonna knock out all those ads. You know, they're just not gonna be just popping stuff in your face. And if you choose that you want to see some, we're gonna compensate you for it. We're not just gonna be out here making free money off of you. And so that's Brave. Like everybody said they use like Chrome and Safari and stuff. So this is just something different that you can use, that you're already using, that you could be earning some coins. All right, so then we were talking about social media. Man, I got some heat on this end. Let me come over here. I'm gonna show y'all the book because I don't wanna do too much for that, because that is like woo, mind blowing. Okay, mind blowing when it comes to social media. Like what's that the kids say? Do it for the vine. You know, do it for the biddies. That's all I'm saying. Do it for the biddies. If you're gonna do it for the vine, do it for the biddies. Like, don't you know that there's so many of these platforms? There's some I haven't even tested and tried yet, but these are the ones that I've got to play around with. These are like the ones that had the most liquidity inside of them. And so we have this book inside our Discord, like a training that goes to it, but it just has like sites like how Brother Dennis was speaking of, Publish OX. Like this is like if you're like blogging and stuff, you could come over here and be able to actually earn. Like this is what people are earning from your posts. Go down any given social media profile that you have, and even if you made 1 cent per post, or even 1 cent every 10 posts, how much would you have made in your entire social media career? So now you can
hold on, what?
You'd be free posting or profitable posting at this point. Like the world is changing. Like
that just upset me. I don't even post for people, but now I'm thinking like, all these people, all these free posts, they just out here posting for nothing. Man,
that sound like my guy. Is that my guy?
Yeah, man. You already know it's me, man.
Welcome,
I'm over
man.
here tripping. Thank you. I was just listening to the.
Man, I'm sorry I hit you late. You gonna get the replay. I got you.
Right, it's all good. I got my business partner. He about to the Hugly CEO. He about to get in the car with me in a second because I know I wanted to pull up on him, so he can get the knowledge, get this knowledge of what's going on, man.
Yeah. Love it, man. Comes together. All right, Dad.
Yes, man. Yeah, go right ahead. I'm gonna go back to mute now and just listen. I was flabbergasted about what you just said. I was like, oh, God, that's just crazy.
Before I go back to mute, just before I quiet myself out again, I want to say that's not it, guys. That's just one. The whole magazine is full of shit like that. Like even the damn dive, all the recording, like this video we doing right now that we making live. We was talking about it before we started. Like, y'all, how can we put this shit on Drive so we can get paid for it? Because even this, being in this meeting right now, we can have this posted up and we can be getting paid for it, even though nobody here had to pay to show up.
Oh no, this video is posted up and streaming on live, earning crypto right now.
Oh, even more so. So we'll let y'all know how it go. But my bad, I'm gonna go back to mute. There you got it.
Dad don't leave no coins on the table. You better check the chat.
I'm trying to, I can't even get the chat open. I was trying to see it too. I seen it lighting up over there. I can't find it, y'all. I'm really trying. Retrograde been having my devices acting crazy. All right, so this is just one. That's what I was trying to explain. Okay, this is one. In total, there's probably over 30 of these. And then, like Brother Mike was saying, I don't leave no money on the table. I have damn near every account. I have a simple system. I made one video, y'all. Okay? Because video is like what next to email marketing, video is the best form of marketing that you should be doing anyways. Okay? no matter what you do, you should have email lists and be applying video marketing. And I'm like hella camera shy and I still get my videos done, y'all. Like there's so many ways to get down with the get down, but video is key. Okay, so I'll take one video. First of all, some of it's synced. So if I upload it to YouTube, then it'll sync to a few of my blockchain social media sites. Then I take that one video and I share it across all my profiles, and it's a wrap. And I'm done for the day. And then the videos come in. The last class we had, I took a video and I posted it on just one of my accounts alone. It was $7. Like if you're giving valuable content, you're gonna eat. You know. Like the guy that one of the guys that I actually started learning from that I was doing blockchain social media, because he's a crypto social media influencer, he earns about $300 a month from just using 6 sites. That's passive. You're on social media anyway for free. You can take that money, start trading it and just bubble it. Then you stake it. Then it's earning you interest. All from poof, basically thin air. It's gonna cost you time or it's gonna cost you money. This is just a way that you can just keep doing it and make it way more profitable. So I'm gonna pause right there for just a smidge. And I'm gonna answer some questions before I go deeper.
Yeah. You had $1 on that, $1 off, $1 you 30 cents. I know you're gonna need gas this week.
Does anybody have any questions so far?
How y'all liking the info?
Okay, on the D Live, if any content that we stream, we get paid for.
So the content that you get paid for is basically on your user interaction. So you do have to build a little following. And then also there's overlay. So like, you know how you put backgrounds on stuff like, I don't know if you guys have seen like the Zoom virtual backgrounds, but using something like that, it'll be able to actually generate coins to give to your audience as well. So over time, yes. And then one feature that a lot of people aren't familiar with DLive is when you build up your coins, you can actually cash out to fiat if you wanted to PayPal. So it has a PayPal integration. So it works similar to like Twitch or Periscope, like building up a following and then being compensated for it. Like I had a friend of mine that I actually just turned on to DLive like a week ago, and his first 3 days, like he just started hitting with just like 2 followers and just almost at 100 lemons now in just 3 days. Like you just be surprised how effortless it is just to really be giving value. Don't give no bullshit and you be compensated for real.
And something I would say with that, as far as the lemons, it's just same thing with Publish Your X. People will tip you when they like what they see or do. Like if you're playing a video game on DLive, just because they like what you've done, they don't mind sending a couple extra coins your way to say, hey, nice move, bro. And same thing with Publish Your X. Just because they like what you posted, they don't actually send you a couple of more as a tip. It ain't just automatically for what they read, but instead of getting a like button, it ain't doing nothing for you from Facebook, you actually get a tip that shows me, hey, y'all really did appreciate me. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Hey, tell them about the Brave tips too, Dad. The tipping on Brave.
So if you have a website and you register it with Brave. So like I was asking as far as if anybody had, you know, a business, goods and services, ideally, I hope you would have a website for your business and you can become a Brave publisher. And then with that being said is people can go to your website and if they're a part of Brave, like it's super expanded, then they can tip you for your website being fly, you know, for you, they're feeling like you're giving value and they're like, oh yeah, salute. So it's so many different ways that like people value. That's the only way I can explain it.
The crypto community, excuse me, Dad, I just want to, you know, make it simple for them. Like the crypto community is all about tipping and it's a revolution. You know what I mean? Helping, what do you call it? Mass adoption. You want to talk about that?
So mass adoption is really just using it, you know, interacting with the blockchain. And there's so many ways to do it. And then you think about expanding your reach. Now you got a global market. Now you have people that are familiar with cryptocurrency too, you know, and so then you're thinking about as far as like the education and on them being able to even pay you or do business with you. That kind of minimizes that learning curve. So it's overall win. Then you want to talk about Facebook ads, for example. That can get costly, right? On these blockchain social media platforms, you can actually use the coins that you're getting for advertising as well. No out of pocket. Currency is like current, it has to flow, and there's so many ways that it can continuously flow for you. It's just about just doing things just a little different. Searching a little different, browsing the internet a little different, you know, making some new friends. That's really what it is. And then like when you talk about airdrops, like when a currency is like getting into circulation, then sometimes they drop it out. I mean, basically they give it away so that it can start circulating and become adopted. So there's so many opportunities like that come about that are plentiful. Like they're just everywhere. Like boop, boop, boop. Here's coins, here's coins, here's coins, here's coins.
Oh, the pretty
That's the kind of
coins.
stuff that happens. Right. Like there was an airdrop and people made like $2,000 to $4,000 off of this airdrop like a couple months ago. No lies. Just from using a simple platform. The platform compensated its users with a free $1,000 that grew and grew.
Yeah, that was Uniswap. I know y'all got friends that got Uniswap and they all brag to y'all how they just won $1,000 because they've been trading in the decentralized era that happened. That was real. $1,000 for free. And for some people that went up to about $4,000, they waited like 3 days. For some people it's back down to like $2,000 even right now, but still free money.
Then you think about the fact we all gotta buy. We all have to buy. We gotta buy, you know, our daily items. We gotta pay bills and stuff like that. Well, there's a crypto card that you're getting Bitcoin back. You're getting crypto back. For using crypto, you get crypto back. Like they pay you for using it. Like shut up. Like what? Like it's just hella profitable. Like you just get to thinking about why does this other stuff even make sense? Why is it necessary? It's just because we're used to it. But it's freaking frivolous when you think about it. And then when you think about, okay, we're always fighting these algorithms for views and shit. There ain't even algorithms on this blockchain social media because it is opposite of that. Like that's what they combat is that what goes on a traditional social media is what they're against, basically.
Control.
So as far as censorship, the control. Yeah, freedom. Like you got freedom of speech, you got freedom of visibility. You know, you could meet people from all across the world without them being banned from, you know, the sites and stuff. So there's no limitations. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like for me personally, being on the blockchain social medias, everybody got the same problems. Ain't nothing special about what's going on over here. Everybody got the same problems. So if you kind of got like a weak stomach, you might want to set your like permissions as far as your views because everybody got their own problems. And so it's really cutthroat over there as far as freedom of speech.
5 minutes to the market open, y'all. 5 minutes. About to ring.
Oh yeah.
So if y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna let Brother Dennis jump into his piece as far as that. But there's so many of those platforms in just so many ways.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just give a rundown of I just got on not too long ago, so I'm trying to catch up with the conversation. Can you just give maybe 5 major sites that are easy to use that we can take advantage of for what you're referring to, whether it's airdrops or using a platform to receive or you know, something basic, not too complicated.
Are you a member of the Discord?
I'm a brand new nobody, never heard of me. So
okay.
No.
'Cause yeah, once you get to the Discord, you're gonna have this magazine that she's gonna tell you about right here. So I'll let her go ahead.
Drop the link already. Can you see the link, or did you get on after? I'll drop it again.
Yeah, I'm just getting on. Maybe 10.
I got you. I'm about to drop it. I'm about to drop it. Any more questions?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So yeah, you'll get that link, and that'll, you know, help you get all that information that you're looking for on that side. And what Dad said was pretty much a good segue for me anyway, to kind of take over from there. And that's why do people still use banks?
Time out, Brother Dennis. One last thing I
Yeah,
want
go
to
ahead.
close with, because as far as just stuff that you guys are gonna get in the Discord, we're talking about consistency. So we already talked about your whole social media career, times you searched and all that. But we also have like accountability tools within here. So we have a staking tracker. You know, we have, y'all, my computer be slow. When you get to the crypto and commerce, you know, we have a product tracker.
You got a question in the chat too, Dad.
Yes, upstream like
Can you read it to
stream.
me, because I can't see.
Yeah.
Upstream?
It's uptrend like steam it.
A little bit. Except for not as complex as far as when it comes to the posting. It's a little more simple. We'll have a whole list as far as all the blockchain social media sites, not the ones that's just in the Engage and Accumulate book. What is this? What is this? I think it's this one. Maybe it's this one. I'm trying to find it, y'all. I had it all pretty up here, and then I got it discombobulated.
Be like that sometime.
Oh yeah, so okay, we was at the staking. There's a trading tracker, a staking tracker. There's actual full crypto and commerce trading, which implements drop shipping. So you can get some drop shipping stuff, and that, you know, that'll come through on different levels. We were talking about the mindset, so you'll have some tracking as far as the manifestation accountability, which it's harder than it appears. I don't know how many people have tried to do $1 million, but it's harder than it appears. And then there'll be some mindset tools too. But that's not the one I was trying to show you guys. Where is it? There it goes. Wait, no, hold on. I just got done with this one. Let me find it real quick. Where is it? It's so pretty too. It's like my prettiest one. Oh, because it's in here. Duh, that's why. Okay, it's a 2-sheeter. I'm gonna show y'all. Ah! Okay, don't mind me, y'all. Don't mind me. Okay, so on the post tracker, you got all the blockchain social media sites. And then, so Brother Mike has Rules of Engagement Academy. So that talks about like the different types of posts that you need to make. And so just having a tracking of those kind of posts, and, you know, just being consistent with it, you'll be able to track how many coins you're accumulating over time. So it's pretty fun to gauge. And so now I'm doing for reals this time, y'all.
And if you got on here live, you really got a real blessing if you got that screenshot. Boy, that's why it pays to get on these things live.
Right? All right. So like I said, that she gave me a pretty good segue as to asking the question, why do people still use banks? And for me, that's what I want to be discussing with y'all. You know, I got a lot of veterans on here. I even see some DCG members on here. And I'm pretty sure y'all kind of already know what I'm going to be going over, but there's some people that don't. And it's basically, I want y'all to understand that you can be your own bank at this point in time, and there's no reason for you not to. Because at this time in life, you're basically saying, I trust them with my money more than I trust myself. Because that's what's happening. Like, why? Why would you allow Bank of America to hold your money? If you got $2,000 to your name, why does Bank of America have it? You know, I like to tell my little horror stories that happened to me. I had my money in Bank of America, and out of nowhere, just clear blue sky, it got locked up. My money got taken out. I don't know how. They don't know how. They couldn't even explain it to me. All they could tell me was, sir, we don't have access to your funds at this moment, and we will let you know when we do find them. That's what they told me. That was the wrong time. It was time for me to pay rent. You think my landlord is let me tell him, hey, I don't have the funds right now. They lost it, but they're gonna let me know, and I'm gonna tell you whenever they tell me, you know, when I got the money back. Hell no, he's not gonna let that happen. He's gonna be pretty upset that I don't have his money. And what happened during that time, they didn't find my funds for a month and a half. Bank of America lost my money and couldn't even give me my money back for a month and a half. Now, when they did give it back to me, they gave me back the money that they owed me. Not a single dollar above that. Not like, oh, we're sorry that we lost your money. We're sorry that we messed you up. We're sorry that you're paying your rent late. And we know that he probably feels to have to make you pay extra on that. No, nothing was done besides them saying, oh, okay, we found your money. Here it goes. By that time, I had to, luckily, I was in the cryptocurrency, and I had to use my cryptocurrency to pay for my bills. But what hurt me about it, and people always like, well, at least you had crypto to back you up. You still good. You paid your bills, right? Bro, I had 10 Ethereum coins at that time. I had to sell it. By the time that we fixed everything and I finished paying my bills and all that got caught up with, and I was able to come up with the money to buy my coins back, I was only able to buy 7. So I'm always keeping that in mind. Like, I got hurt by them losing my money for a month and a half, and they lost to me. It ain't just that they lost me time and all that. They lost me 3 Ethereum coins that they can't give me back. Whatever Ethereum make it to $1,500 at the end of this year. In my mind, that's $4,500 that they lost for me and they can't give back. So when I started after that moment, I never trusted the bank again with my money like that. The closest thing I got to a bank account is like Cash App and PayPal. And I just had those for ways to receive money from people that have fiat that don't have any other way to pay me. But normally, if you're dealing with me, if those y'all have dealt or joined the Discord, what did we ask for? We asked for cryptocurrency. You had to pay with Ethereum. We don't accept fiat because of those reasons like that. And it makes it harder for me to be my own bank with fiat. You know, holding fiat, I would basically just be keeping it in my mattress or keeping it in a drawer somewhere that I feel like it's safe, but it's really not safe because anybody can come in my house, hold me up, and take my money from me. Well, if a person was to come to my house now, the best thing for them to take would be my ledger. And they don't even know how to use it. Good chance. So they wouldn't even know how to take my money from me. But my ledger holds the main source of my income now. And I use that ledger to be my own bank. I can do everything that a bank can do now for myself. So I don't need a bank. If it's taking out a loan, I take out loans from myself. So I don't need to go and holler at a bank. I got enough cryptocurrency to back me up, and that I can just, you know, use that. I can stake it, I can leverage it, and I can use that cryptocurrency as a loan if I want to buy anything. If I need to make money, the same way the banks make money with our money, I trade foreign exchange markets. You know, to do the same thing that the bank do to generate an income, I do that as well. Providing liquidity to different pools. That's like giving out a loan. I do that. The same thing that the bank does. I will provide liquidity. I will get paid back, and it's on the smart contract. So it's not even like they can renege, not pay me back like you can do a bank. You can tell a bank, you know what, I ain't got the money. I lost my job. I ain't paying you. Oh, well, guess what? You don't get nothing out of it. They tell me, hey, I lost my job. I can't pay you. It don't matter. Whatever you put up for collateral, I'll take that. They had to put something up for collateral for me to even give them a loan, right? So what we're going to go over right now, and I got another, 20 minutes to go over it, is me teaching y'all different ways and maneuvers to become your own bank. So before we dive into it, I first want to open up to any questions. Is there anything that you want to know that a bank can do? Can you do it yourself? So we can start off by learning that. Is there anything that a bank has to offer you that you're curious on how you can be able to do that for yourself?
Well, when you get checks, what do you do for that?
When I get a check?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't accept checks, and I don't have a job, so I don't get paid. That's a hard question for me to answer, but I would assume, you know, my route that I would go to is still turn it into cryptocurrency. So I'm gonna have to use a bank at that point to cash out and get the fiat money, and then I can use that fiat to, you know, y'all know how to turn things into cryptocurrency pretty much. You can use an ATM, you can use peer-to-peer to buy, you can use exchanges, things of that nature, especially if you got to do it with cash. And ATMs are the most expensive ways to go about it. So I hope you find a different route. But that is what I would do if I had a check. So yeah, I can't cash a Bank of America. I can't cash a Wells Fargo check. That's one thing I can't do.
I got a question referring
Yes, sir.
to what the banks do and whatnot. You know, the banking and law is all about contracts, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
it's talk about contract law, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But anyway, as far as a smart contract, can you talk about smart contracts?
Yeah, I mean, what's your question? So smart contracts just basically holds each party accountable. It was just like I was just saying, for me to take out a loan, if I wanted to actually borrow for myself, I actually have to use leverage. So let's say I did want to borrow $1,000, I would have to load up about $1,500 worth of assets. Whether it's scattered around, it can be amongst different assets. It can be 500 in DAI and 200 in XTZ and 700 in Atom. It don't matter how. I'll share the screen so I can show some of the things that you can state. Give me a second. I was going to pull this up from when we got into it. This is an Atomic Wallet, and this is staking directly from the Atomic Wallet. The reason why I was bringing this up was because it's best to stake from a place where you hold the keys. That's great, but we'll get into that a little bit more later. But what I'm saying, as far as the smart contract goes, let's say that I did have $1,000 worth of Cosmos already invested. I could loan out about 750 of that if I wanted to. Right, and I can borrow that. I borrow it with a stable coin. Now, let's say that during that time, Atom goes down and it loses value. It loses so much value that instead of it being worth the $1,000 that I had given up at first, it's now starting to come down to where it's only worth $800. And I borrowed 700, right? It's going to get to the point to where the smart contract comes to an end. It's going to close. And it's going to take that money from me, which would be somewhere around $800 is going to close out at. I would be called liquidated at that point, and they will receive the money because it's on a smart contract. When I took that loan, I basically signed a smart contract that said I will pay you back the $700 that I owe you, or I'm going to give you up this money that I'm giving you for collateral. Right. So when that collateral started to dwindle down and be worth less, then I got liquidated. Hey, before we get down to being worth $700, we finna go ahead and take this money. You told us that you was gonna loan us this money and that you was gonna pay us back before this money started, lowering down. It's that time. So either you can pay us back all that you owe us, or you finna get liquidated, and we finna take all that you have staked. And
Well, no, I was just saying, thank you, appreciate it. Good stuff. Awesome answer. And you got
right. So
yeah.
Yeah, going into it in the future, when y'all really get into taking loans, the safest thing for you to do is make sure that you're loaning out against a stable coin, with a stable coin. You know what I mean? Don't borrow against Ethereum and think that it's going to always be there. Or you borrow the whole 2/3 that you were able to borrow up to, and then mess around Ethereum and have a pullback and you get liquidated.
Quick question.
So one way to stay safe from that is to have enough money in a stable coin staked as well, or to just have a stable coin staked to where you only owe that amount of money back. It's not going up or down. You're not going to ever lose no liquidity. You're not going to lose your money just because DAI isn't going to go up or down. It's going to be worth $1 every single day.
Quick question.
That's what you mean by, okay, real quick, I just want to explain to the people that don't know. So that's what you mean by a stable coin. And you did have a question in the chat. It might be the lady speaking. I'm not sure. Go ahead.
I'm just asking about the inverse of that. So you mentioned staking, lending, borrowing, all in the same thing that you're talking about. Can you differentiate those? So what happens to the lender when the token starts to bottom out? You just described what happens to the borrower, liquidation, etc. Can you describe what happens to each of those types of farming
Good question.
thing?
Good question.
So what happens to the lender? What happens to the liquidity provider? What happens to the borrower? You describe what happens to the borrower. Can you go into the other?
All right, so the borrower loses money. He just got liquidated because let's say he loaded up Ethereum. While Ethereum was, this is current right now, this is just for easy mathematical reasons. Let's say Ethereum is $300 and he loaded up 10 Ethereums. So, you got $3,000, he got it loaded up and he got it staked, right? He wanted to take out a loan for $1,800. You know, he took out his loan. He took out that loan in a stable coin like USDT or DAI or SUSD, a coin that doesn't go up or down, right? He took out that loan and he loaned out $1,800. He got $3,000 as collateral. He loaned up he loaned out $1,800. So when you sign that smart contract, you know, I'm assuming and I'm guessing it's going to say something like you can be liquidated around $1,900 or $2,000. So that's what you said. We just talked about the borrower got liquidated. So they took his assets away from him. The one that provided the liquidation, they get those assets. They the ones that just been rewarded. Like, okay, so you borrowed $1,800 from me, you know, while your Ethereum was $3,000. Of course, I gave you that loan. I don't mind it. I know you got it. You good for it. But the money is trickling down now. By the time we're looking at $2,000, that Ethereum is what, $200 a coin, and now we're looking at it about to be $2,000. It's like, all right, man, hey, you know, we're getting close to that $1,800 you borrowed from me. What's up? Are you paying me back that $1,800 real quick? Either they can do that, or that $2,000 that is provided, that's all mine. Like I said, somewhere it's gonna be a line drawn. It's gonna be like $2,000 somewhere. That's why you couldn't borrow the whole $3,000. So it's somewhere there that there's an amount of money that I'm gonna take before it get to be too low. So we're gonna assume that price is $2,000. So yes, they will liquidate you at $2,000. The loaner gets to $2,000. You just lost all that money, but hey, at least you got the $1,800 you borrowed, right? So you still can look at it as that. You were still able to borrow $1,800, and even though Ethereum is priced at $2,000 right now, I mean, you don't got no more Ethereum. That's gone. That's bye-bye. But hey, you had $1,800, so good for you. And both of y'all are settled at this moment. The lender, he's been paid off. He got all his money and all his chips. He can go on about his life. You done been liquidated. You took the risk. You didn't have to go ahead and count that as a loss, and life goes on. But because y'all had a smart contract, there's no judge needed. No reason for us to go to court and talk about the money that you owe me now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You got another question?
All right. What
you got another question in the chat, bro?
Could you read it for me?
Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. I saw it flash. Okay, it says, or you can add to your account, correct? I'm not sure what part they was referring to. It was right at the end where you was wrapping up.
If you buy liquid, you can definitely add. So let's say that your Ethereum is trickling down and it look like they're supposed to liquidate you. If you don't go ahead and either pay that $1,800, or like I said, you can add to your account. You can add another Ethereum. You can add some more DAI. You can add whatever coin it's going to take to maintain that leverage that you need in between that trade. I mean, not trade, but that loan. So as long as they have enough liquid to provide them reasons to leave you into that loan, they're not going to liquidate you. You good. So yeah, you can add more funds to it and keep your loan, or you can start paying off your loan. You know, that'll even help. You probably took out the loan and DAI. So pay back some of that DAI that you got. Let's say you pay back $300. Now you're down to $1,500 that you loan. So even if your Ethereum is at $200 a coin, which got you down to $2,000, you're still safe because you only owe $1,500 and you got $2,000 worth of liquidity still to protect you.
Yeah, it's just about the leverage. That's what it's all about. It's all about the leverage on what agreed.
Exactly.
What's called?
Took the words out of my mouth.
Crypto Black showed up. I appreciate you, Crypto Black. Y'all, that's a very respected member of DCG. I'm happy to see you here, brother.
So how you doing, my man?
Man.
Welcome.
DCG in the building, baby.
Already.
Yes, sir. DCG in the building.
Yeah, can I ask you, what's the benefit?
Make it mean what you want to make it mean, huh?
Go ahead, Brandon. What you were saying, brother?
What's the benefits of the Nexo wallet? Because I know I have a few coins in the Nexo wallet, and I just been noticing a few things about the Nexo wallet that I'm kind of not agreeing with. So, does anybody use Nexo wallet? What's the advantages of the Nexo wallet besides the Atomic wallet?
Is Bernadette here?
Nah, she didn't make it, but I can still answer that. So,
okay.
Or is she here? No, she didn't make it. So yeah, Nexo wallet, something that y'all gonna always hear me talk about is third parties. I'm not the biggest fan of any third party place to stake whatsoever. If you can stake it in your own wallet, like you're saying, what's the advantages of staking it there versus your wallet? To me, none, because you gotta still trust that Nexo is gonna stay open and alive and always be around. Now, you stake it in your Atomic wallet, you know, you don't really gotta hope that that's gonna be around. That's a wallet.
Right.
It's secured. It's here.
They
so
keep
they ran it.
Oh no, I was just saying,
They
on my timeline.
My bad. The money you got staked in that wallet is more protected than money that I got staked. Like I stake on Aave and I stake on Compound. Those are both third-party places. So I gotta trust that those parties are still gonna hold my money and do my money right. They could disappear, and I gotta take that risk along with it. And you're doing that with Nexo. Nexo is not only third party, they're also centralized, right? So that's another thing that you gotta take into consideration. All that money that you will be putting over there in Nexo, that would definitely be in your report. You know, showed as earned income.
Right, and we trying to get away from that. I see in the chat they say you get a credit line. That's probably why. Because they would have.
Yeah, that is another good reason to use Nexo. You definitely get a credit line, and it's just another place for staking. It gave a play, and they insured as well. You know, that same thing in Crypto.com or Bitcoin. That other one, BitFi, BlockFi. I'm sorry, BlockFi. All these places are third party, and they are insured. Some of them are even backed by the FDIC. Like Crypto.com, I believe it was backed by FDIC. I'm not sure about Celo or Celsius. Everybody's talking about. I haven't used that yet, but I hear a lot about Celsius, Nexo, Crypto.com. Those are all basically similar. It's just, you know, a third-party place that's backed and you can stake your money there. So to answer your question, I mean, I wouldn't leave all of my money on any of these exchanges, especially the third-party ones, but it's still a safe place that you can use to stake at for now. And again, they give you a credit line.
Mr. Boyd talking to him in the chat. I'm trying to tell you, man, drop your info, bro. It ain't even that bad. You know, for real. Drop it.
All right. So if I answered that, then I just wanted to follow up. I'm still sharing, right? I'm sharing my screen, right? Anybody? Am I sharing my screen?
Yes, Dennis, we see it.
All right, thank you. So main places that I use to stake would be Aave, Compound, and Instadap. Instadap even have here, you know, they use MakerDAO, Compound, Aave, and Curve. Curve is a great place to provide liquidity. Curve and Pickle. You know, I wasn't gonna go too deep into providing liquidity into this call. I don't see any really questions asking for that information, but in future calls, we will definitely go deeper into, you know, farming and things of that nature, and that's what Curve would be. But for staking purposes, I mean, you can use Curve. You know, Aave, Compound. I like Compound because I can link my ledger to it. And, you know, anybody that's been in any of my classes before, I tell y'all, once y'all get into like 4 figures plus, there's no reason for you not to have some type of cold wallet to hold that currency. You know, you don't want to keep $3,000 in your hot wallet. I ain't saying you can't keep it there, but if you got $3,000 and you don't own a cold storage, the question is why? You know, you got enough money at that time, go ahead and get you a cold storage. So for me, my real savings and the real money that I make, I like to keep on a ledger. I bought both of them, by the way. I can leave y'all a link if y'all need that link. But the S and the X, but I use those for my banks. And whenever I do need to loan out something, I would already have it staked on Compound, and I can loan out against it using my ledger for that. So I like Compound for what I use for my ledger, but you can use these 4 places whenever you're going to stake. And I say go through all of them every single time you're about to stake, because you're going to get different prices at different places. You know, today DAI is making you 4.31 on, and this could even refresh and be different. That's just how quickly this stuff changes. All right, so yeah, you see the different prices that you'll get here on Aave. You could possibly see a different price that on that, you know, I got a link an account. My bad. Let me see, did I link one? I think I got a MetaMask. I got to see if that'll link. But even here, you can see it down here when you supply how much that you get in the APY. So it's less money that you'll be making dealing with Compound and dealing with Aave right now if you was to stake DAI. And then it'll give you also just the choices that you had to stake. You know, you can stake your Uniswap here, your Ether here. So I staked majority of my Ether here because at one point in time, they was actually giving out like 8.7% APY. That was the beginning of this year when everything really started. You know, it went well. Just by staking ETH, I think I staked my 7 coins. I made like 2.5 coins just for staking for 6 months. That was a great feeling. But I was able to stake that here. And I'm saying to go through all of these things whenever you're looking at staking as far as, you know, what would be your best option for that day. Because again, different days, these numbers would change. But this is one of my most heaviest places that I stake at. I stake the majority of my coins using Aave. I stake the majority of my Ether using Compound simply because it's on my ledger. and I still staked on Instadap. I got that link to my MetaMask account. So that's to wrap up that. I already talked to y'all about it. I'm not gonna pull up my Exodus wallet. I was trying to load up one that was, empty. I couldn't do it in time, but I do have this Atomic wallet as one that's ready, and y'all can see it as the percentage that you would make staking these coins. And this even give you an understanding or first look of what kind of coins do I want to be interested in. For those of y'all that's not in the DCG and y'all don't have like a coin list like the rest of my people will be having, then y'all can still come here to give you an idea of what type of coins should I be interested in and why. Hell, you see that you got Cosmos staking at 10%. That right there should grab your attention and be like, you know what, let me look and see what Cosmos is. And I'm not saying buy anything just because it's on this list. Never buy anything just because I told you to buy it. Any and everything you have in life that you feel to go into this cryptopreneur world, you are responsible for yourself. So do your own research. But everything, I can give you a good idea of where to look, but after that, go look and figure it out for yourself if that's really a good investment for you or not. What's good for you might not be good for me, and vice versa. What's good for me might not be good for you. So don't jump into it just because I said so. Go and make sure it's a good investment. So with a couple of minutes left, let's open up for questions on what I said so far. No questions on staking, providing liquidity, anything you want to learn? Feel free to unmute yourself and talk to me. I can't read the chat. You know what? I'll stop sharing.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
In the chat, what someone wrote when it comes to like, what can the bank do? Ask what I guess liquidity could do, what the bank can do. Someone asked about buying real estate. What can you answer that? How would you use it in that way?
Yeah, good stuff. I caught that too. I'm glad she brought that back up. I saw that. Good looking.
Hey, and that's actually a great answer to it that I don't have yet. But
look, check it out. Check it out. No, listen, that's what made me ask you about the smart contracts. I already seen it. Yeah, you can do it. Done already.
Yeah, it's very possible. They got it out
Matter
right now.
Fact, hold on a second. Mr. Boyd.
Because I know.
I was just going to say, hey, yeah, Boyd knows it.
Mr. Boyd, can you answer that?
I know you can buy real estate with crypto because they do it in California. So you can't buy, so they do it all the time in California. But I just wanted to know I guess the process, or like they said, the person who asked the question, real estate.
We have somebody, we have been blessed with somebody on the call who may be able to give us a little bit more information on that. Mr. Boyd, can you help us out with that?
And before he answers, I just want to say, anybody, hey, y'all, he got his own thing going too. Please follow him. He has a Discord. Join his Discord as well. Get this information. He is great with what he do. And like, I'm glad he's here.
I had to beg him to drop it in the chat. If you go back up and see it.
I'm sorry. I was busy trying to get my wife home, man. My bad.
I ain't mad at you. Hey, we got about 6 minutes left, I believe. Hey, you can have the rest, I believe.
Okay, so what you can do is you can look at something called Raven Coin, where they are taking tokenizing the asset. So tokenized is just basically taking a digital asset and putting it on the blockchain. They currently do that in Detroit, Michigan right now. There's a platform where you can actually receive part of the rent of a platform of a house that they have tokenized. That is called Real-T. Real-T. Also, you can go into pretty much any smart contract that you can create on your own. You can use any particular Ethereum asset, and you can use that to actually tokenize real estate. So you can actually purchase real estate with cryptocurrency as long as the individual you are purchasing the real estate from is willing to actually transact with you using cryptocurrency.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hey, I don't know if y'all caught that little tidbit he said on the Raven blockchain. Pay attention to stuff like that. Write it down. Make sure y'all break notes when y'all come to these meetings, because he just said that we'll be able to tokenize on the Raven blockchain. And I don't know if any of y'all here are familiar with Raven. You know, of course, me and Brother Chris are. We've been mining it for a year or so now. And we kind of was losing faith in the coin. It got hacked like 3-4 months ago, and that kept the price down to where it's at now, under 2 cents. And all these other coins have been taken off. So me as a miner, I'm not gonna lie, I've been selling off my coins to buy other projects and do other things. But he sent me that link this weekend and told me that they was they selling real estate on the Raven blockchain. Like, wow. So I'm done selling my Ravens. And I'm letting y'all know y'all might want to start buying y'all some.
I'm accumulating. I'm most definitely accumulating because a smart contract is just basically a trust. That smart contract does what you tell it to do. So if, God forbid, you pass away one day, and it's going to happen, everybody's going to die. So you tell the smart contract, when I pass away, my daughter gets this, my son gets this, and it cannot be contested.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Good
Wow.
stuff. Good stuff.
Quick question. Any other tokens or coins also participating in that? Yeah. Besides Raven?
Well, you know, Ethereum does very similar. But Raven, this is first for that. And Raven is a coin that, you know, Joshua Coleman told us about, and we've all been having on our radar for some time because he predicted that this would happen. Not only would it happen like this for real estate, he even predicted that pretty soon we're going to be voting on the Raven blockchain.
They're actually doing that right now. That's called governance tokens.
Man.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They're so you actually can get paid to vote on a platform.
I don't think y'all heard him.
There's another token I saw that has I guess when the project is finished, they will allow mortgage. I'm not going to remember the correct terminology for it. It's a decentralized finance project that will allow tokenization of mortgages or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the platform?
Which one?
Do you remember the name of the platform you recall?
It's right now. It's just a token, and that token part of their roadmap is to be able to do that.
Okay.
In 2021, I think.
Okay. Well, you can interact with these platforms, but you can create your own smart contract and actually tokenize any real world asset. So you can tokenize your car. You can tokenize your house. You can tokenize a pair of shoes for any sneakerheads that may be on the line right now. You can tokenize art. You can pretty much tokenize anything.
Right, but what's the authentication process? Because anybody can copy your thing, right? How do you authenticate that?
Actually, the Ethereum, it would be on your blockchain. So that authentication process is actually your wallet. So if I was to create some sort of digital art and I put it up for sale, I would only be able to transfer that digital art from my wallet to your wallet.
The product is DMG. What they're doing is tokenized for the mortgages as well as mostly it's cars right now, car titles right now. But the product is DMG.
I'm very familiar with DMG. Very familiar.
Oh, thank you.
Man, I'm loving having all you acknowledged folks on here that, you know
Man, listen, I'm telling you, they came through. Boy, listen, they came through in the clutch, man. We got a minute left, bro. What y'all got?
Dang, you got so much good information going on. It's hard to kind of wrap up on that note.
I
but
know, right?
How do we go look at more
today.
information on Ravencoin?
You can go to CoinGecko, look up Ravencoin, and then look at what their use cases are. That's another thing that you want to do as well. You want to research use cases. What are these coins being used for? Who's involved? Who is their creators? Who's the developers?
Yeah, because I looked at Linear Finance and they looking like they're tokenizing like synthetics, like oil and some other stuff. I haven't really done my research on it yet. But
this isn't financial advice, but I would take a very hard look at Linear Finance.
Okay.
So like he was saying, you got this CoinGecko right here. You also can check CoinMarketCap. But once you start looking up the coin, you know, it got all these things that's going to provide information, all the websites that you can go through, the explorers, and then you got, you know, a little information about it that you can read up down here. You know, we also use, the reason I even know about that, it got hacked. Crypto Slate is a good website to keep you updated on information. And I remember, like I said, not too long ago, they was talking about how Raven had got hacked and somebody had put out too much of the coins at one time. And that's what had the value so low for so long. We was wondering, like, why didn't Raven take off when everything else did? And that explained that did. And they added a whole lot to the supply that wasn't supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah, so CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, definitely two places you want to have on your radar to look up things. Another question I had earlier, I'll go ahead and answer that while I just pull this up. That Atari token, I was asked about Atari token, was waiting to see when it finally go live. See, we looked at this last week, and just like this, it didn't have any information here, and it still didn't have any charts or anything that even showed price, even though they said they was going live. So I was saying, you know, to wait a little bit while I was going to wait till we got more data. And for me, I'm still waiting. I need to see, you know, market cap before I just jump into something and circulating supply. Those still question marks. So I would still be sidelined. But again, looking at the project itself, it looks like a good project to start looking into.
Also, if you're looking at video games, I would suggest Sand Token.
Oh yeah, Sand Token is definitely number one.
And before
do you know if they started adding more land to buy from there? Because I went to try to buy some land and it was all sold out.
Did you see the link that I posted on the Facebook? I think I put it in the Discord group too. But Sand was doing something with the Smurfs. Yeah.
I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, last thing, you most definitely want to check out Mana. The reason why I say Mana is because that is your digital identity.
That part.
And that's
so your digital identity is for sale.
God, dog. Well, hey, y'all. I mean, I hope who's here, y'all taking notes, y'all writing this stuff down because y'all get some great information. But yeah, Mana is definitely a token of interest. Like, if any of y'all seen Ready Player One, then just so y'all know, Mana is like buying the currency that they would have on Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm. And actually, those avatars that are created and those assets that are created, they actually create more assets. So if, say, for instance, you purchase an asset like a dragon or someone else's name or digital identity and Mana token goes up, then they got to pay for that digital identity. Also,
that's
check
kind
out
of like domain names then.
Yes, actually, because your name is going to be tied to cryptocurrency. You'll be able to accept any form of cryptocurrency through your digital identity.
Man, y'all, we only at the beginning.
Hold up. Hey, and on that note, while we was on the call, Bitcoin did a little samba, baby. Bitcoin.
Let me check these charts quick.
Hey, got everybody look. Hey,
question.
I just went to my charts real quick. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Where can we find the recording of this call?
Miss Daz?
Yeah, Daz.
It'll be available in the Discord. So if you guys, I just popped the Discord link again in the chat.
Okay, great. I joined, so I'll be good then. Thanks.
Okay, so
Welcome,
glad that you said that. Any DCG member that did join the Discord, make sure you inbox me and let me know because y'all got full access. So y'all be able to see everything. Right now, if you just join, you don't really get to see nothing. But you let me know that you're a DCG member and then you get full access.
So how do we know who to what's your name on the Discord channel?
I'm Delta Crypto.
Delta Crypto. Okay, I'll inbox you then. Thanks.
I'm Crypto MD77.
And Miss Daz is Dazzle on there. So y'all can
And
talk to
hold up, and he's Delta Crypto with a K. Go ahead.
Yeah, Delta Crypto with a K. So if y'all are anybody here that does take interest to the Discord, please let me know. I already talked to Brother Jamar, and what I'm doing here with the information that we get from DCG is I'm gonna start putting it in a format to where it's easy for me to find. I mean, y'all know how it is in that WhatsApp. If you don't look at it every day, and you behind, right? So I created this to just, help me out too in all that information I'll be missing. So if y'all want to start coming over here to find that information, I will have it in, again, let me know y'all names. I'm gonna give y'all all the permissions, and y'all gonna be at a higher level with the DCG tab, and there'll be information there that you can see too.
Brother Dennis, can you show show a little bit around the Discord a little bit?
Sure, no
Yeah, that'll work. That thing is getting kind of full.
Do that, and yeah, we'll let y'all get back to y'all beautiful Sunday. We know a lot of y'all got some charts to do. Hell, we got some charts to do our damn self.
Man, I'm jumping in there this week. I don't care.
And then can you kind of can you touch on the different levels, please?
Yeah, no problem. Dang, thank y'all. Thank everybody for joining the Discord. Glad to meet you. Glad to see you. All right, so going over here to the Discord, everybody has, just everyone's tab. This is basically where, some of the members that haven't paid and moved up, you're going to still be getting information. I don't want to leave anybody behind. Still feel free to ask whatever questions you got. If it's involving crypto or get started with crypto, we want to make sure that everybody has access to at least getting started with a wallet when it comes to cryptocurrency. So here in the everyone section, whether you had any paid for portion or not, just let us know, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad, that's the voice. Let me X out of that real quick. How did I even do that? Exactly. Okay, my bad. So yeah, everyone, you can type in whatever questions you have there. Next is CryptoLand. So that's the starting level for any paid member. Everybody that has paid got access to this. All DCG members, you will have access to this as well. Just let me know, so I make sure I give y'all names accordingly and get you this access. But here we will, we go into the history of money. We don't just want to talk about crypto out of the blue and y'all don't know where it started at, why crypto even exists. So we started off with the history of money, and we even talking about gold and why it's failed as a currency, because you're going to have a lot of people right now that are talking, oh, gold and silver, buy gold and silver, buy gold and silver. And I'm not going to ever tell you not to. Keep in mind, I'm buying it myself. But I'm still more enthused with cryptocurrency. And if y'all watch this video, you will realize why. Gold has failed too many times for me to trust my future with it, right? Or my kids' futures with it. It's been seized by government way too many times for me to leave my son $1 million in gold and know that he's going to be okay. All right, but that's that history of money. We talk about the history of cryptocurrency. So, for those very new to it, we got all kind of rookie questions answered, like what is a Bitcoin? How to wallets, how to send and receive, just to get you going. There's many videos here to get you going with that. Spending crypto, because what I'm here talking y'all about now, I didn't really thoroughly go through it, but what you can learn from me is how to live completely off of crypto. I don't use banks. I don't have a bank account myself. All I have is a Cash App and a PayPal account. Other than that, I'm still able to pay all my bills. I'm still able to buy my groceries. I'm still able to do whatever I got to do in life with cryptocurrency. Something I talk about a lot.
Can I ask you kind of a personal question? Sure. How are you doing that? Because won't you need some kind of card that holds crypto, and aren't all those centralized?
No. So that's why I'll finish up right now with even this bit refill. For example, when it comes to a bill that I had to pay, I use crypto.com card. So yes, I do swipe a Visa. There's a Visa card that you can load up your cryptocurrency on it, and it accepts multiple cryptocurrencies. So for me, it works better than BitPay or for Cash App. Cash App only allows Bitcoin. BitPay only allows Ripple, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, but crypto.com allows Ethereum, DAI, Bitcoin, Litecoin. It just had more options. So I prefer that wallet if I have to swipe something for Visa. But for the most part, everything I need in life, I can find right here on Bit Refill. And, I just buy gift cards. I can buy these gift cards using my cryptocurrency. That's why I was also supposed to bring up, if you're into this crypto space, it's best to use crypto as crypto. Try your best to spend crypto as crypto and not turn it into a prepaid card. Don't load it onto your Visa if you can avoid it. That's why I say I only pay my bills using my Visa. But outside of that, almost any and everything else I need, I can find a gift card for it. It's Amazon's my #1 shopping spot, Walmart, eBay, DoorDash. These 4 right here gets me through life. You know what I mean? I don't need nothing else as long as I got these 4 cards right here and I can buy these cards with my cryptocurrency. One thing I would say is if you are buying with cryptocurrency, if you can, exchange it to Litecoin first. Litecoin is the cheapest and easiest, I ain't gonna say easiest, but the cheapest coin to use outside of Raven, you know. But what's accepted on this website, they accept Litecoin. And out of the options that you have there, Litecoin is one of the cheapest options to use. So
I got a question on your Nano, your Nano X. So you got to put all your real information there when you buy it. Don't you think that everybody's, you know, whomever that's looking is going to say, oh, this person at this address with this email address and this phone number just bought this cold storage.
Right. They know that I got the cold storage, but they don't know what's on it.
Right.
That's the difference with me using a third party. If I use Nexo, not only they know that I got some Bitcoin, they know exactly how much Bitcoin I got in that Nexo wallet. Right. So they might know that they sent me a Nano X or a Nano S, but nobody knows how much money is on either of them. I can have $5 on it. I can have $5 million on it. We don't know.
Right.
So yeah, still discreet.
Real quick, to backtrack what you was talking about with silver and gold, you can purchase silver and gold on spot price on Synthetics.
Mm-hmm.
And store it in your wallet.
And for me, guys, you know, I know a lot of y'all that do like silver and gold. Y'all don't like that idea because, of course, you into metals. You want to actually physically own your metal. But, you know, one thing that still fears me, if I got to up and leave America, I'm not going to be able to board that plane with my metals, right? But you'll be able to board that plane with your smart contract to the metals. You know what I mean? So when you just mentioned, you can easily get on the plane with your phone and nobody, or get on the phone with your ledger. Nobody's stopping you from getting on the phone with your ledger or your phone, but you cannot get on the plane with more than what, $50,000 in cash or a single gold bar.
Right.
So, you know, I keep that in mind too before I just try to, because another thing, you know, when Carrot Bars was huge, they promoted Carrot Bars and had everybody so loving to have their gold and they gonna hold my gold for me. Bro, that's gotta be the stupidest shit that I ever did in my life was trust somebody to hold my motherfucking gold for me.
I tried to save you, bro. You didn't listen to me.
You did. You and me, I mean you, brother Amir, all y'all trying to help me. I had to go and knock my head around myself.
And I love a good MLM opportunity. Check my
right. Because that's all that was MLM. That damn gold was shit. But if you was one of the ones that was making some sales, you got paid from them. You probably did well with them if you was into marketing. But just to a place to store your wealth, they wasn't the team to go with at all. You know. So yeah, like Brother Boyd just said, you get the actual contract to it. So it's kind of like holding your billing. You know what I mean? You actually own it. I didn't own that gold that they had for me at Carrot Bars. They said they was holding on to for me. I didn't own it. I couldn't say, hey, make sure you give me all my money right now. I need it today. I couldn't do that shit. So be careful when y'all buying gold certificates. Be careful. Buy the physical gold if you're gonna go that route. Okay. But to get back to showing around the Discord and what's happening. So I had that here at Spinning Crypto. We show y'all ways to spend cryptocurrency and use it as cryptocurrency. We even have a few ways to making cryptocurrency, like reading those free shits on Coinbase. This is one that you earn EOS. And you get up to like $40 if you read and watch all the videos there. You have access to that when you click it here. I forget what this was that she was texting, but yeah, Nexo, they asked about Nexo and you get a credit line, and Miss Unique right here, she can answer more about that, but you can go here to Spinning Crypto, and that's going to teach you. Blockchain social media is going to be basically what Miss Dash was just showing us about, you know, getting paid for what you already use there. Staking is what I went over with y'all about Aave and things like that. We can go deeper into it. I'll probably post more information about it. The general section is made just to type and talk, ask your questions there. This is for everybody that's a member of CryptoLand. You come here to talk. You don't go to the free place to talk. Ask your questions right here. Training archives. Ms. Dash has dropped all the videos that we've ever created. So everybody asking about what's the replay? Where's the replay? You go right to trading archives and you'll find a replay to that. social posts. Now, this is where we're going to come together as a team. Just like she just showed y'all the social media places, what you can do, the different things. You can use DLive, you can use Publish OX, all that good stuff. Social posts, whenever you do post there, let us know. Post it here so where we can go and follow you too. You know, like Crypto Black is here and he has his own YouTube channel. Please come and let us know on this social post that, hey, y'all, Crypto Black does a channel and we're going to start following you. Whatever y'all do, if it's on DLive, Publish OX, any of these places that you find in that magazine, if you're starting to host something and provide information, then we're going to follow you to make sure that you get paid. Because, yeah, you get paid just for us to watch it. It don't cost me nothing to look at it. Why not look at it for my boy so he make sure he gets some money? Just like in YouTube videos. Y'all got a friend that's doing YouTube and stuff. He's in this group. Make sure he let us know his YouTube link right here. I'm going to like every single video, even if I don't watch it. Like, why not, right? We're a team. So that's what we have here in this area of crypto land. Moving forward, crypto compounding and breaking chains is going to become one place. This is where we are now selling the mastermind report. For those of y'all that's not in DCG, we can sell you the report by itself, even if you didn't want to join the entire group. Even though I do say you should join this, it's like it's a wonderful group to be a part of. But maybe you're just not ready yet. But you at least wanted their reports. So you can have you a view on the market and when to buy and when not to buy. Well, we sell that report here, and you will have to be at least in this level of breaking chains. You can find that link. Where did I put the link at? I'll send you the link. Y'all can ask me if you want to join, but there's a link here in the price menu to join. This is for just the report. This is to join the mastermind actual class itself. But again, this crypto compounding and breaking chains, that's all going to be one level. Well, we're going to be teaching Forex trading, crypto trading. You know, I'm going to have a place where I post the coins of interest. And those are coins that we get from the report. Again, these coins is coins that I find on the report. And if y'all get into the report, y'all also going to have this alligator. I'm going to talk to y'all and teach y'all how to use this alligator and make that money from it. Because that's how I even got this call.
Hey, let Daz unmute real quick. Daz, you want to unmute?
Huh?
I see some, somebody's asking, is this really free? What part are you talking about, Linda? Because I see something about free for DCG. I think she might be confused.
Yeah, I am.
Everything.
I thought there was a paid part as well as a free part to this. Is that?
Yeah, that's what he was going over. The DCG is the upgrade.
Oh, I'm already in DCG.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, so everything's free.
It's free, right. If you're in DCG, yeah, it's free, right? Yeah.
Okay, great.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, this whole group, you know, I'd like to introduce y'all to Mike and to Daz. They're new to DCG, but we are going to be a new group for DCG with another funnel. So everything we're doing here, we're going to be, you know, mimicking DCG, and I'll be adding that information. Again, for the DCG members, y'all going to be in this last tab down here for Mastermind, and I'm going to start adding a lot more information here. But y'all have absolute access to everything. But Cryptoland, they only going to see what's here in the Cryptoland tab. They're not going to see what's in compounding for its trading and what we talk about in the Mastermind class. Like tomorrow when we get our report, I'm actually going to do up my own video over the report too. You know, following Brother Jamar after he does his, I do a report for my team and the people that I have here. So.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm also a DCG member. I guess I sent you a DM through the Discord. That would be Crips and Musa.
Okay, great. Yeah,
so yeah, I'd like to get access because it looks real good, and I can't see it on my Discord screen. That's all.
Yeah. You don't have to. So the way it goes, I'm gonna make sure I do get everybody information, and then of course I gotta follow up and just find out through Brother James that you are a member. But once you give me the okay, then yeah, I move everybody on. And I add all the information for you.
So Linda, did you get that straight? Are you clear now?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Could I ask one more question?
Go ahead.
Now I got some homeboys. Now we all trying to get into this crypto space, and we all doing our dollar cost averaging, and by ourselves. But we all trying to put our money together. And I was looking into like doing a multi-sig wallet. What would be like some good examples or some good advice that we can kind of put our money together, kind of put a bigger driving force behind the market, where we can accumulate a little bit faster.
That is a very good question. And this one that's a little bit above my head. What I'm going to do is point to the person that can answer it best.
Absolutely.
And that's Chris, Brother Boy, once again, you might want to add him as a Facebook friend because he actually does a lot about what you just asked, he does that. You know what I mean? Group economics, all that kind of stuff. He does a great job at it too.
And
So
he just dropped a major link. And he just dropped a major link in the chat. Y'all need to get that link.
So yeah, follow up with him with that question. He could possibly answer it way better than I can, you know. But to give you an answer, I would still say, you know, y'all would just have one wallet that you would basically be sharing and going through that. But again, talk to Chris. He does that. What you just asked, he really does that, and he can show you how to do it the best way.
Any more questions?
Okay.
To answer the brother's question right quick.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Because they've been leaning on me real tough because I've been in this space for a few months, just silently and following the breadcrumbs, man. And you know, I made a little money off a little few coins and stuff like that. But you know, they leaning on me and said, man, yeah, and I'm trying to get these guys on a board, and they like, look, man, let's put all our money together to try to, you know, buy one Bitcoin or, you know, all this stuff. I say, well, I don't really know about it, but, you know, I'm starting to put some money behind it and, you know, my intellectual capital. So I appreciate y'all guys.
Plug in the Discord.
Yeah, so we'll definitely find
Mr.
more
Boyd.
information for
Go
you.
ahead, Mr. Boyd.
No, what I was about to say to the brother with the question, putting the group funds together, you can create a smart contract, or you can create a decentralized hedge fund.
A decentralized hedge fund. Okay.
A decentralized hedge fund. As a matter of fact, Synthetics has one. Let me drop that link right quick. Hold on. Let me drop that for y'all.
But I was gonna say hedge fund.
D-Hedge. Okay, so in D-Hedge, you would connect your wallet, and someone has to be the leader. So whoever is better with technical analysis, whoever is better with understanding how the market moves, whoever is better with understanding how to create multiple wallets. That's what this call is for right now, if you don't understand any of that. So I would suggest highly that you connect with these brothers right here and sisters. I apologize. But for the most part, you want to create something that everybody can group into and everybody can't touch. So the only funds that they can touch are the funds that they put into the wallet. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it makes definite sense, because that's kind of how I wanted to do it, where, you know, where basically, you know, we're gonna set amount every month that we're gonna put in, and kind of dollar cost average together. And then once we do that, then I was like, yo, I was going to, you know, do some legal paperwork to say nobody can touch it, and, you know, make everything official. But I was just missing that piece, because everybody was saying do a multi-sig wallet, and I was like, and I couldn't find a whole lot of information on the multi-sig wallet, and that's why I went on ahead and paid for this, and was like, yo, I need to find out this information and get it popped.
Well, really, the only thing, you don't even need legal paperwork. The only thing that you need is just a piece of paper with a signature on it stating what's going to be done and how it's going to be handled. You don't have to go off into building an LLC or an incorporation with your articles of incorporation and all of that. You don't have to do that. That's the whole purpose of decentralization or decentralized finance. You don't have to go into legal ramifications to actually be a part of this system.
Talk to him.
Tenfold. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right. Oh shoot, I'm doing all this while I'm live. Ain't I?
Yeah, I mean, I was just...
I'm trying to figure out how to click in favor everybody that's send this to me, but my bad, team. Okay, so I can wrap it up real quick, just to get y'all understanding back what I was saying was, you know, CryptoLand, y'all already know where that goes, you know, and what we doing there. We still gonna be hitting y'all up. As far as crypto compound and break a change, those going into one class instead of two. And what we'll also be adding is what y'all had a preview of the beginning of this course is, you know, mindset. We're gonna add us a whole little mindset into the break and change level that Mike is gonna be heading for us and talking about that. We go over our charts together as a team. If y'all are trading anything and y'all feel like asking questions about it, you can definitely always, you know, in the mastermind for those DCG members, you can drop it in the general section and we'll talk about it from there. You know, you ever say, hey, what you think about this chart? I'll definitely give you my bias on it if you drop it there. So that's about it when it comes to the Discord, what we all have there. When I get off this call, I'm gonna make sure I get at all those DCG members and get y'all signed up here. But other than that, was there any other questions of what we went over here today? No other questions? Because this has been fun, guys. I really enjoyed this Zoom. You know, all the information. I even learned something on the Zoom that I'm hosting. Like, that's great, right?
Hey, everybody, you're welcome. I seen a lot of thank yous about 30 minutes ago when we was first getting off. Everybody was saying, y'all are so welcome.
And thank y'all for sticking around this long. I actually did not think I'll have y'all for 2 hours.
That part. We gotta get them a bonus. Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. I was gonna say, Brother Dennis, can you go over how long enrollment is and that process?
Okay, so enrollment started last week. We do a 2-week enrollment process. So this is the last week that we have. I believe the 7th is going to be the last day, or it might be the 8th. I think today being the 1st. Yeah, 7th and 8th will be the last day to join us, and then we will be doing enrollment again at the end of the month for anybody that want to jump on for the next month.
And our winner too. Our winner as well.
And we had a winner, so we had a contest going on for y'all to let us know, you know, for the first people that have been in this whole first month, what all y'all learned. And the winner is Miss Tanya. Not sure if she's even on this call, but she is, you know, she was our winner because she done a good job with her video, and she's been kind of, you know, promoting us even outside of that video, just been holding us down, and we want to show appreciation. So
and she hasn't missed a class.
Hasn't missed a single class. So since she already is with the, you know, DCG family, and we couldn't just give her a free month this month, we decided that we're going to give her a $30 bit refill card. And that way she can finally learn how to use that. And if you on this call, we got a gift card for you.
And she got something else too.
Oh yeah, my bad. That's the best part about it. You also wanted the class to learn about drop shipping, and Ms. Dash is going to give you that class. Right, Ms. Dash?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, Miss Tanya, you're gonna get a 1-hour one-on-one with me, and for that time we'll go over drop shipping and get you squared away and everything that you want to learn on that.
All right, so
congratulations. Woo.
We know a lot of y'all got other meetings and other places to go, especially us other DCG members. We gotta get ready for our call. I'll be there on the orientation meeting with my new members. You know, we're gonna be on there rocking that thing. So I'll see y'all then. And for everybody else, you know, we'll see y'all again on the next call. We do these every Sunday. We also got a call on Mondays, and Ms. Daz, I think he's gonna do yours Wednesday and Fridays. So we try to get y'all together and learn something new all those days. So for those members, make sure you look out for those classes. And yeah, see y'all then. Happy Sunday, everybody.
You're welcome, Crystal. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank y'all.
Blessings.
Blessings.